Listen, I can't wait for you to tell your husband, say, listen, we need to take a look at this video so I can see these numbers that this guy is talking about.
Yes,
All right.
I can't wait.
So here's the other thing. Our average client pays off a mortgage because of this information, because we have a computer program that does all of the math and says, after you've paid all of your bills, after you paid your insurances, after you put money in your savings for retirement, and after you paid the minimum payment on all of your debt, our program then says, oh, let's put this extra money in the savings account. Okay. When it reaches a certain point, now here's the rest of the story. You don't want to just save some interest. You want to save, because every dollar you place on principal, you want to save the most in interest, don't you? Or do you just want to save some interest?
No, the most.
The most. Because whenever we do something, we want to get the biggest bang for our buck, don't we?
Yes.
So because of the timing involved, we want to pay the right amount in the right month on the right day of the month to save the most amount of interest per dollar. Okay. Now I'm going to do a little math. I'm going to put this on the screen and I'm going to take a look at the very first year on this mortgage. $2,283.13 is the amount of principal you would pay down, and $3,760.67 is the amount of interest you would pay if you made every single payment for 12 months, correct?
Yes.
So here's my question. If you're going to pay this loan down by $2,283.13, because we add up all the 187, 180, and $190 payments, here's my question. Do you have to pay this $2,283? Do you have to pay it in 12 monthly installments? Or if you had it, could you pay it all at one time if you wanted to?
You can pay it at one time.
If you paid it all at one time, do you realize you'd be paid down to line 12 on your amortization schedule in just 1 month instead of over 12 months?
Oh, wow.
Did you realize that the $3,700 in interest that the bank wanted, they wouldn't get all that money? They would only get about $316 in interest to do the same thing.
Wow.
Instead of $3,760, they would only get $316.25 because you chose how much to give them and you chose the time in which to give it. By disrupting their timing makes it impossible for them to charge you all of that interest.
Okay.
So now we can do a little math and say, if we did this, let's figure out how much interest we're saving per dollar. And I'm going to put that on the screen. So I'm going to put on the screen here $3,760, okay, and 67 cents. And we're going to prepay, we're going to pay it up front, the $2,283.13. So if we prepay this, we don't have to pay the interest. So if you take the interest savings and divide it by the amount of money that you paid, you can come up with how much interest you're saving per dollar. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to divide that by, I'm going to click on divide, and we're going to put in $2,283.13 and equals 1.647. That would be $1.64, but because there's a 7 after it, then the bank would round that up to the next penny, or $1.65. So for every dollar you put on here, you save $1.65 in interest. How about that?
That's great.
So now that you know that we can break it down that far, now you can say, now, is there a way that I can save less or more per dollar by doing something different? Okay. Now that's just for 1 year. I'm going to scroll down to 2 years. See, we can prepay any amount. You can prepay $1. You can prepay $10. You can prepay $100 or even $10,000. Okay. Anything you want if you had it. So if you gave me $1 and I gave you back $1.65, how many times would you do that?
Every time I could.
Do you realize The bank has to do the same thing. You give them $1 on principal, it makes it impossible for them to charge you $1.65. Now your dollar going to this extra money going to this loan takes on a whole new meaning, doesn't it?
Yes.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.